Now, one man that has been back in Louisville many, many times with Muhammad and was there earlier today is a man called Kilroy. Kilroy, if you don't know who he is, take a close look at all of Ali's fights, and there he is. He's a white guy generally in a safari suit with not a perm but naturally curly hair, as he keeps telling me. He carried a couple of coffins. He carried Muhammad Ali's mother and Muhammad Ali's father. And I had to speak to Gene earlier because he was making his way to the Freedom Hall for the first of 2 days of ceremonies. And the first question I asked Gene was quite simple. Gene, I said, what's the atmosphere like in Louisville right now?
Well, the people in Louisville are so kind and considerate. You know, they're getting their big hero home, and everybody, is so great and welcoming home their hero. Not only a hero to Louisville, but a hero to the people of planet Earth. And right now, his mother told me one time, if we can make the planet Earth a better place than we found it, and her son has done that. Thinking back over it, I said, Muhammad right now, he went home to heaven, and he's our gift to God. But when he gets up there, I know St. Peter's going to meet him at the gate, and he's going to tell Ali, let's take a selfie, and I need you to sign this boxing glove and go in there, and God's waiting for you.
Oh, Gene, that's fantastic.
He's up there with his parents and all the fighters, and I'm sure he's enjoying himself, and he has peace at last.
Gene, you go back to Louisville quite often. You introduced me to Ruckman all those years ago, but you also were back there twice at the funerals of Muhammad and Ruckman's parents. It must be bittersweet for you being back in Louisville again.
Well, I was a pallbearer for his mom and dad, and no one, none of the people close to Ali other than myself and the family. So I'm being respected by all of the family, and it's a good thing. And you know what is sad about death? Death isn't sad itself. What is sad is about saying goodbye, and that's what I'm here. This is my last goodbye to Muhammad Ali. We all have to die, but there's an old Chinese proverb said that we're never dead as long as we're remembered, and Muhammad Ali will be remembered many, many times. The Gallup Post survey, years ago, they took a survey, the most recognizable man on planet Earth, and that was Muhammad Ali. And I witnessed that when we were in Zaire, Africa. I took his family and friends out on a safari, and we went out to the jungles to see the animals, and everybody out there knew Muhammad Ali, but they didn't know who the President of the United States was, But Ali Boumaier, Ali Boumaier.
Oh, beautiful. Gene, let me ask you this, finally. It's obviously been a hard week for you. What are you going to do after the funeral, Gene? You're going to stay in Louisville? You're going to go back to your home in Las Vegas?
I'm going to go back home. I'm going to go back home and charge the batteries and relax. And, every night when I lay down, I think about the memories we had. And one time Muhammad Ali told me, he said, sometimes I think about the good times and I start to laugh, and my wife thinks I'm crazy, But Lani Ali, she did a great job, and her sister Marilyn taking care of Ali. Ali was a true champ in and out of the ring, and Ali's wife was a true champ, taking care of him, when he was living and handling everything after his death. But she deserves a lot of compliments, and his children are here. They're all here. But what's sad about death is we should get together when we're alive, not wait till after death. It would have been nice if everybody was here when he was alive and hitting on all cylinders. That would have been spectacular.
That would have been spectacular. Gene, as ever, you've been a friend to me for many years. Thank you so much for your time, Gene.
Well, God bless you. And listen, and thank you always for keeping Muhammad in the public and in good standings and all. And Muhammad loved the UK, and the people of the UK loved Ali. I remember when he fought Joe Bugner, he did a press conference. He said, all my fans in London and the UK, you can cheer for your guy, but after the fight, when I whip him, don't forget, come back to me.